What's going on? It's your boy Sermon at Sermon's Domain on Twitter. DJ Khaled's album Major Key is about a week away, and surprisingly, the track listing hasn't surfaced until now. It was premiered on iTunes after We the Best Radio came out, and I wanted to kind of discuss it, break it down, look at what's cool, what is surprising, and just kind of discuss the track list. And so let's get right into it. You got the first two songs, I Got the Keys, for free. We've heard those. We don't really need to discuss it too much. Track 3 catches my attention a lot because it's titled Nas Album Done. And of course it features Nas. That is a crazy, track name. It's cool promo because I think just looking at those 3 words is going to get people excited. Nas' album is done? Oh, yes, we are looking forward to that. I've been waiting for a new Nas album for a long time. I mean, Life is Good came out at least 4 years ago now. I believe it came out June of 2012, July, and we've already hit that 4-year mark. So Nas saying his album is done is exciting. And then on top of that, when you look at the chemistry between Nas and DJ Khaled, they've had some really good songs. Granted, there's not as many appearances as like a Future or Rick Ross, but whenever Nas appears on a Khaled album, you're going to get some grade A lyricism from him. I mean, remember I'm On. I believe that was 2008. And then you had Hip Hop with Scarface, one of my favorite DJ Khaled concoctions of all time. That is a top 5 DJ Khaled record. Both of those guys killed it. So it's good to see Nas on here again. Holy Key is 4th. We already talked about that. I just reviewed it. You can check that out in the description section. Jermaine's Interlude featuring J. Cole. Having him on here, I want to just see him really spit. I mean, it's an interlude, so I'm not expecting a full-on song. I'm expecting more like a 2 minutes of straight going in. But again, I don't know what to expect from it. But it is cool to see J. Cole's name associated with it. You got a collaboration with Bryson Tiller and Future. Interesting collaboration. I wonder how that's going to work. Is Bryson Tiller just going to do the hook? Future does the verses. Bryson does verses. Future does hook. I mean, they're both kind of interchangeable in that sense. They both can do the hook. They both can do verses. So then you got a record titled Do You Mind? It features Nicki Minaj, Chris Brown, August Alsina, Jeremih, Future, and Rick Ross. Say that lineup 5 times fast. I feel like we've seen this on Khaled's last album. I mean, you had Chris Brown, August Alsina, and Jeremih on one record, and then Future and Rick Ross have collaborated. Rick Ross and Chris Brown. Everybody on this song has almost collaborated with each other. I mean, even August Alsina and Nicki Minaj. So it's nothing new, and I'm not saying the track can't be good, but it's also one that it feels like it's just a big lineup for the sake of being a big lineup. Pick These Hoes Apart. When you hear that title and then you see the guests, you're like, okay, this is a song that will really fit these guys. You got Kodak Black, Jeezy, and French Montana. I like that Khaled is doing one thing, and that's embracing a new talent. He doesn't do that often. You have to get to a certain level, and Kodak is not on the level of a Jeezy, a French Montana, a Drake, a Big Sean. He's far from established. But I think because he's from South Florida and he's coming up, Khaled thought, I gotta throw this guy a bone. I gotta get him on that album. And that's got a record, Fuck Up the Club, Future, Rick Ross, YG, and Yo Gotti. Cool to see YG on the album, but it's not an impressive lineup. Again, I'm just judging off of the lineup. I'm sure the song could be fire. Gucci Mane makes an appearance on the album on Work For It featuring Big Sean and 2 Chainz. Considering that Gucci's kind of been everywhere lately, it's good to see him getting work. And then Khaled is smart for utilizing Gucci, who is very popular at the moment. I mean, he's been on records with Kanye and Drake and just dropped his album. So like his title says, everybody's looking at Gucci, and having him on a Khaled album, I believe this is his first time, he stands out because there's not too many new faces on this album. And I think that's one thing that I've given up hope on. Khaled's not going to put on too many new artists. He's going to put on the artists on his label or like maybe the ones from Florida, like I mentioned with Kodak Black. Track 11. Now, you figured at some point Khaled would turn his catchphrase, "Don't ever play yourself," into a song, and it's going to happen on Major Key. The lineup is kind of weird because you got Jadakiss, Fabolous, Fat Joe, Busta Rhymes, and then Kent Jones. Kent Jones being the odd man out, but I'm guessing he just handles the hook. This record has the potential to be good. I mean, Fat Joe's been on a run lately. Jadakiss always spits some fire. Hopefully Fabolous stays away from the social media bars. And then Busta Rhymes, we haven't heard Busta Rhymes in a while. Maybe he has something, good to say. Then you got a record, Tourist, featuring Travis Scott and Lil Wayne. I remember that record leaked. It was just Travis Scott, and it was billed as a record that he wrote for Auntie, Rihanna's latest album that got rejected, never used, but it ended up leaking. So it's kind of interesting to see Khaled pick it up and then have Lil Wayne on it. And Lil Wayne's been on a nice streak lately. He's been putting together some good verses. I mean, his appearance on DJ Drama's Quality Street Music 2 was some of the best bars I've heard from him in a while, the most focused. So hopefully he channels that same energy here. Track 13, Forgive Me Father, featuring Meghan Trainor. Yes, you heard that right. Meghan Trainor is on the DJ Khaled album. Talk about the randomness. Wiz Khalifa and Wale. Could be a good record. I feel like Wale is going to have the best verse on there. We'll see. The last track is titled Progress. It doesn't have any guest features. As far as we know, Khaled could be hiding something. But I feel like the album is just going to end with Khaled doing one of his speeches, his rants, something to inspire or maybe just to brag. I don't know what to expect from Progress, but with no guest feature, it's safe to say Khaled's just going to be talking on it. I'm kind of excited for the album now. Just seeing the track listing, all the potential that's there. So we'll see when Major Key drops July 29th. I'll have a review, so if this is your first time watching any of my videos, definitely subscribe so you can catch that review. Let me know what you think about the track listing in the comment section below, and then like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, share the video, follow me on Twitter @sermonsdomain, and as always, thank you for your time. I appreciate you for watching, and until next time, peace.